1 in the books. Who's going to stand out here? Very important week for some. Week 2 of the preseason, and we're off on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this week 2 of the 3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these starters. We see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, there's the guys looking to fight for roles, and there's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster.
On second down, here's Tagovailoa. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. So, on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. The Commanders have Jamison Crowder ready to return. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth to potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. Again, it's Eckler. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler. Yeah! Give them 14 on that one. First down, Washington. They run it once more with Eckler. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. First down picked up. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. With that, we'll give you a look at the draft class from this past April, and obviously any time you select a quarterback with your first pick, he's going to steal most of the headlines. But this organization feels like they were able to add some other foundational pieces in the selections that follow. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. On the give to Eckler. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Come on, come on.
They'll run with Robinson. He slams it in there, and he is in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. The extra point is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Go ahead.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, OBJ. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for their second possession. We're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's Eckler. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go back to Eckler here on 1st down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
On the handoff, this is Eckler. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
Ready.
On play action, Daniels. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Olamide Zacchaeus. Touchdown, Commanders. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, get set.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And the Commanders are going to get the football at their own 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll go play action here with Daniels. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now, a handoff to Eckler. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. On the give, it's Eckler. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Trestway to punt. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That is caught right side by Beckham. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. 2 minutes to go here, till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ready?
A shotgun snap for Tua. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And At this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
Ready, set.
To throw is Daniels. That's into the hands of Zacchaeus. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Then Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are back within 6. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we are at halftime in this preseason matchup. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you and Greg in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Roster spots are going to be won or lost depending on these next 2 quarters. So let's get back to it, as I'll hand it back over to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Ready.
On the give, it's Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. thrown right side, but incomplete. Van Sinnett was the intended receiver. And third down coming up. He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Ready?
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Here we go, set.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Taking off.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's Robinson. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. A first carry now. This is Jeff Wilson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Play action. He'll set up to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up. Man in motion is Berrios. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught by Washington. And he will score. Game on. Malik Washington. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion, headed left. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Ready.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Gonna come up just a little shy. It's gonna be 3rd down and short.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st down, Commander.
Down.
The man in motion is Zacchaeus. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Hut.
They'll go again with Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll try the right side with Robinson. And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player.
On the set.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Washington. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Throwing is White. He'll find the veteran Jeff Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. To throw is White. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good.
White from the pistol. That is complete to Craycraft. It is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Washington. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's White to throw. This one popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Set, hut.
And in motion is Brown. On first down, right back to Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Ready. Set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Ready.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And it's going to be a Commander's first down. They find a way to convert on fourth down and pick up 10 yards. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.